Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, a milestone video, a huge video, one that I was talking about a few videos back, a few new figure pickup videos back. We were talking about this right here. It is none other than episode 50 of new figure pickups. It is crazy to think that this YouTube started back up again after so many years of being away. We started back up in June of 2022. Here we are, a little over 2 years later, 50 episodes later of new figure pickups. I told you guys it was going to be a good one. It was going to be a big one. We're going to try to make sure that we don't make this video go too far over that time limit, but we are definitely going to show you everything that we have picked up. This is now going to be, as always, like I say, not just new figures, but it could be anything wrestling related that we have picked up over the week, over this past couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. I don't think we've done one of these now in maybe about two and a half weeks. So, new figure pickups, it is episode 50, and of course, with Ringside having their Black Friday sales, their Cyber Sunday or Cyber Monday sales, I always do the same thing every single year. I try to wait till it's like that sweet spot, that third week, sometimes like the mid of the third week there. It's where you get what I would imagine are the best deals. You can't beat the prices at that point. And right in front of us now, starting off this video, we've got a man that you couldn't beat the price. And of course, we had to add it to the collection. It is none other than Samoa Joe coming out of the AEW Unrivaled line. And for $3, guys, I mean, how do you go wrong? You can't beat it. $3 for this figure. It retails for $22. I know the AEW figures are a tough sell. Some of them don't really move too well. I always say it surprises me when big names don't really still kind of sell. And Samoa Joe being one of them, an icon in the industry, been around for so long. I remember watching Samoa Joe when I was in my early years of elementary school, second, third grade. I remember Samoa Joe back then. So all these years later, 20 years later, almost to be exact, still going strong. I'm very surprised that more people are not purchasing this figure. But for $3, if I could have, I would have bought 5 of them. But we held off. We just grabbed the one for ourselves. And who knows, maybe if he stays at that price point, we might have to get a few more of these to have for down the line. Down the line in the future, you never know. It might be at a show. It might be on the Matt's Wrestling Collectibles MERCARI, which if you're not already on there, make sure you get over there. MWC 2008 on MERCARI. Make sure to give me a follow. Check out all of my items, my listings. Always new stuff going up on the MERCARI. Up next, guys, we've got none other than Jay Lethal as Black Machismo, the man himself. It is the ringside exclusive, another AEW figure, but loving this, loving that it comes with the ROH World Championship, and what a figure this is. I mean, Jay Lethal obviously going after the Slim Jim Macho Man look here for sure, and what a great look it is. We get two separate head sculpts, the one on the figure, the one that is off in the box there, and what a gimmick, what a time to be a fan of wrestling when this debuted, when Jay Lethal finally brought this to us, and what an amazing time, like I said, in wrestling between the ROH days, the TNA days, and now all the way to AEW making this figure. So very happy to get this, and I'm excited. Hopefully, we will see even more of the TNA legends coming out of possibly Jazzwares. Who knows? We'll see maybe some licensing deals happening there. So that is the Black Machismo exclusive. And like I said, guys, I say it in every video, don't think that we're just running through these, because some of these will get unboxed and reviewed down the road. So hopefully you'll stick around for those as well. I think that Black Machismo Jay Lethal is definitely one of them. Definitely going to have to unbox and review that. Up next, we have got something that is now a first to the collection, a new ad for myself. These will be the first two of the kind going in. We've got none other than Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man. These are the most recent, I guess you could say, like plushies or stuffed animals, whatever you want to call them. They are the newer product of WWE currently. These have been in stores for, I don't know, maybe about a year, somewhere around there, I'd want to say, but My timeline could be off. It might be a little bit longer than that, but I do want to say about a year these have been showing up, and I have seen them in my stores anyway. So very cool. Big shout out to my buddy JT. Big shout out to my buddy Mike for grabbing me these as a Christmas gift. I absolutely love these. I think these are awesome. I can't wait to get them hung up in the room somewhere, some way. They definitely have to get displayed. First two in the collection, and now, unfortunately, kind of like the same thing with the Pop Funkos, now that I have a few of them, maybe I might just have to grab myself a couple more down the road. Who knows? I definitely wouldn't mind getting a John Cena. Wouldn't mind getting an Undertaker. And I'm sure there's a few more in there that are up for grabs. Ultimate Warrior as well. I'd like to grab him. But Macho and Hogan. And it's funny, it almost feels like we're just putting my buddy Al right back into a video. Al Ruddick, obviously, as you guys already know, you can follow him on YouTube. You can get him on all platforms on social media. I believe he's on everything, but his Macho Man and Hulk Hogan impersonations are definitely something to go and check out for sure. So big shout out to Al, always giving me a good laugh during the week. Up next, we're going to start getting into mostly the WWE stuff. But actually, you know what? No, let's save all the WWE stuff for last. Let's go up next. Another item, like I said, doesn't have to be new figure pickups, but you guys may have saw this in one of the shorts that I had put up recently, and another Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. I saw this in the store after just recently picking up the other one that we got in I think it was the last figure pickups video. I showed that off. That was like the first magazine that I had grabbed in probably about 12 years. And that said holiday edition on it. This one down here, as you can see, it does say February of 2025. So I said, well, who knows? I'm like, I don't know if this is, something that we're supposed to get this early or not. Again, I picked this up probably all of a week ago. So we will see. We will see what happens. Like I said, I think I might be looking into getting a Pro Wrestling Illustrated subscription somewhere down the road and start getting back into some of what is produced as far as, physical media this way. So I love that. And, of course, we believe in Joe Hendry around here. So you better make sure that you do as well. Up next, we have the GCW Deathmatch tooth pack. Yeah, it is exactly that. It is a tooth pack. You might be missing teeth after you have a match like this. The 2-pack, it is a ringside exclusive. Matt Cardona, of course, the Deathmatch King, and Nick Gage, the GCW World Heavyweight Champion. And what a 2-pack this is. I do believe this is the chase or variant. I don't know if they actually classified it as such or if they just released two separate versions of this pack. But this is the bloody version. So I would assume that this is the chase, the variant, the different of the two. The other one obviously comes all clean, no blood marks, no stains, no nothing like that. But I had to grab this. I did not know until getting this in hand. I did not realize how big these figures were. Very cool. I definitely like them a lot. Maybe it's just the way the packaging is, because I thought these were kind of more so based off of like the Remco figures, and I figured they were kind of going to be a little bit more of that similar style that we got with like the WWE Superstar line that's out, or like the Masters of the WWE Universe line that's also out. They're kind of similar to that in that regard. So, but when I got it, I don't know, for some reason I was like, wow, these are, just a lot bigger than I expected as far as the figures are concerned. So, but very cool pack. Definitely love all the little accessories that it does come with, all the add-ons, the extra arms, and finger motions and whatnot. Matt Cardona got the middle finger there on one of them, which I think is awesome. We've got a broken pipe, a broken light tube, up in the top of the full one as well, and the pizza cutter, and we got that World Championship, the GCW World Championship, and I love that. I think that is so cool. So, but very cool pack and a ringside exclusive at that. Maybe in the future, I would like to see about getting the other version as well, and maybe having both of them, but I really did want that one, so I made sure I got that first. Up next, guys, I'm actually just going to run through these really quick and just show them, fast. This isn't going to be nothing to talk about. We've got another Survivor Series egg. We've also got two more packages of the Hardcore accessory bundle from Ringside, and as those will probably be going right up on the MERCARI. at some point. I don't know. I might even actually open up one of the eggs. I don't even know how many of these Survivor Series eggs I have now. I've got to have, who knows? I've got to have like 5 of them, but I've got one that's in my collection. I think I've got like another 3 or 4 for sale. This one I might actually wind up opening, and maybe I'll display one, and we'll see. We'll go from there. But up next, I got a nice Christmas ornament. My mother grabs me a wrestling Christmas ornament every single year to add to the collection. So this is the luchador mask of this year. It's not actually WWE, but very cool, and definitely excited to add this to the collection. So big shout out to Mom, of course, always getting the good ones there. So up next, let's see, what do we have here? What do we have here to show up next? We've got none other than John Cena coming out of the Greatest Hits line. This is the newest one that I know of. I don't think he's had any other elite releases since this figure. I could be wrong. But excited to get this. Excited to add Cena to the collection, and to be able to yet again, you know, add a attire back to the collection. I had this Cena when it originally came out quite some time ago, very, very long ago, but it is so nice to see it updated with the wristbands, with everything. And of course, with this one, you really get everything. I believe at one point this figure was released where he had everything but the shirt. Then they re-released it again, like in another line where it had a shirt and maybe it didn't have the hat. They were always getting you with Cena. They wanted you to buy as many of them as possible, and Cena's already got so many figures. Like I say, between Cena's, Hogan's, you even look at some of these other guys like the Warrior. There's so many figures that have a lot of releases, a lot of attires. So it's nice when you can just get it all at once. Cena coming out of the Greatest Hits line, like I said, again. Very happy to add that one to the collection. This next one, I'm so excited that we got it in the Greatest Hits. King Sheamus. And, of course, I think this was back to Elite Series maybe 13, somewhere around there, 13, 14, somewhere in that area. And had this figure then, loved it then. I think the update on it is even better. It's a little bit more accurate. We get a little bit more detail in it than we did the first time around. So very excited to add this Sheamus back to the collection. We now have this. We have the Sheamus with the blindfold. We do need to get like a debut style Sheamus, which I believe was back in Elite Series 8 or Elite Series 9. It was somewhere around there, but I would love to see that again as well. Hopefully we will get that down the road. But Sheamus, Greatest Hits, and definitely one of, if not the greatest hit. Up next, another one that was, again, when it was released to this Greatest Hits line, I said, awesome, I'm excited about this. The Miz, I wanted to get a Elite Miz yet again back in the collection, as we already do have his Ruthless Aggression style, but this figure, very, very cool. Throwing it back to, I believe, WrestleMania 27, that era, that timeline. So very excited to get this Miz back in the collection. The Miz, super underrated as far as the workhorse that he has been throughout the years. It's incredible. So, a big pay of respect to his longevity, and I look forward to always seeing The Miz doing whatever it is that he's doing, because he makes every role work. He makes everything work. He is just an amazing performer all the way around. So, very happy to add The Miz back to the Elite Collection in a more modern style Miz. And even when I say that, more modern style, it's crazy to think a WrestleMania 27 Miz is now all of 14, 15 years ago. So, up next, we've got, again, the Greatest Hits line. I think you're starting to know where this is going. We got Natalya. This was a release of a figure, I believe they said, that was released or was going to be and then never saw to, make it to the shelf. This is supposedly was a Walmart or a Walgreens exclusive. And so I'm not really sure how that works, because now if the figure was truly never released, I don't know if you could really call it a Greatest Hits. Maybe Greatest Hit that never was, if this truly was never released. Some people say it did make it to Walgreens. Others I've seen say that it never made it to Walgreens. I guess it would depend on where you live. So, but very cool. Love Natalya. I think she's a great female talent as well, and definitely another one with extreme longevity. Been around a very long time. So now we do have her in the Decade of Domination Elite. Now we do have this Elite, which is very nice. I don't think I have any other figures of her, but maybe one or two more Natalyas, and I think we will probably be able to wrap her up in the collection as far as different styles and different times of her career. So very cool and very happy to add this Natalya to the collection, to the Elite line. Up next, we got the man himself, the icon, currently coming into icon status, I believe, Roman Reigns, and this is back in his Shield time. A little bit after the Shield started, World Tag Team Champion, and a very nice figure. I do believe this one, however, is going to actually go up to MERCARI. I think we are going to sell this one. Probably going to use the money that comes from this one to actually buy his Elite 26 figure. We already have the Seth Rollins. We already have the Dean Ambrose. It is time to complete the original set of Elite Shield figures, and that Roman Reigns is the one that is eluding me right now. So possibly selling this one up on the MERCARI. I think that's where it's going to go. And like I said, the funds from this will go to put the original Elite Roman Reigns back into the collection. So looking forward to that. Up next, another one that I'm debating. I don't know if it's going to go up for sale or not. It may not. We got the greatest hits, Cody Rhodes. This was from his dashing Cody Rhodes days. He broke his nose and had this face mask that he was wearing, very dark, very sinister. He would come out and hand brown shopping bags to the people in the audience to get them to put them on because they were so ugly. They were so hideous. They had to hide their faces. And the reason why I think this figure might go up for sale is because I do have the original release of this. It was one of the few figures that I kept when I got rid of everything. I don't know why. It was just one of those figures where I was in such a search for this figure when it came out that I just never got rid of it. I don't know why. It was just always something. And all these years later with Cody Rhodes doing what he has done and becoming such a top talent, it's kind of funny that I hung on to that for all those years. So, big shout out to Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes needs to give me a shout out. I was holding on to it. I knew he was going to make it someday. I knew he was going to be there someday. Obviously, I predicted it. It was all me. You guys know it was my choice. I created the American Nightmare. But in all fairness, guys, I do really much want to put this in the collection. I really do. I want to keep it. But at the same time, I'm just thinking it's the same figure. It's got a little bit of an update, the head scan, whatever. Obviously modern joints and all that other stuff. But as far as it goes, other than the jacket really being like the piece that's got me thinking, do I keep it? Do I not? I don't know. We already have it, so I'm not 100% sure. But it might make it up onto the MERCARI. It may. So be looking for that. The Roman Reigns will get up there eventually. I actually have a bunch of stuff that needs to go up on the MERCARI. And I've been slacking, guys. Between the Christmas break, having all these days off, hanging out, and just doing whatever, it has gotten to me a little bit. But it's all right. We're going to get back to it. We're going to get back to doing what we do best, and that is showing off all these new figures. Again, up next, Ultimate Warrior coming out of the Monday Night War Elite line, and as you guys already know, we did an unboxing and review on this because I wanted to put the Dusty Rhodes together so bad, but wanted to still show this in this new figure pickups video. Can't wait to hang this up on the wall, and it fills in the final piece of the wall behind me, so you guys are going to love it. I'm telling you, you're going to love this room tour, the 2025 room tour. I haven't shown you anything. I haven't shown you much, and it's all for good reason, so definitely remember that. Ultimate Warrior, though, here, looking great in the Monday Night Wars Elite line. Very excited to add him to the collection. Up next, we've got a bunch of guys coming out of the vault, and that is starting with Series 2. Diesel here. We got Diesel coming out of the From the Vault series, and as you guys already know, on the last video we talked about, I said how back here, we have the Elite 1 all behind this figure, or From the Vault Series 1. And we got the From the Vault Series 1. We sold the Dudley Boys. We sold the Shawn Michaels. And that was because we already had them from their original figures. So we sold all of those. I do kind of regret selling the Shawn at this point, only because had I known that Hornswoggle was going to get a deal again with WWE and get a From the Vault figure, I might have hung on to that Shawn Michaels just to keep them all together. Would have been kind of cool, but we do have the Shawn on the wall. We've got the Triple H obviously right here, and can't wait for that Hornswoggle to come out. But other than that, we've got Diesel in front of us. So now From the Vault Series 2, we're completing that. I think we're actually really complete with it, other than having to get Paul Heyman at this point. I don't really know if I'm going to get the Rikishi, and I don't really care to get the Eddie because we already have the Ultimate, and I just, kind of didn't really see a point in it, so that kind of worked out in my favor. And we already have the From the Vault Series 3 complete, so we'll see what we do here moving forward, obviously, when it comes to the From the Vault figures. Can't have Diesel without Shawn Michaels, even though it's two different time periods. But hey, two dudes with attitudes. And of course, that's exactly what it is. We've got Shawn Michaels right here looking as only Shawn can. And as you guys can see, I put this on an angle. I try to get the light on the figure as best as I can. So it's not that I'm putting them on an angle on accident, because when you put them all the way straight forward, it kind of doesn't get that light in there. So I do want to make sure that everybody can see, what we're doing here. So Shawn Michaels From the Vault Series 2. And like I said, a lot of these figures are going to get unboxed and reviewed. DX attire. This was originally a ringside exclusive. A lot of people weren't excited about this re-release. I definitely was, because I missed out on the original one. So very happy to add this to the collection, and in that amazing DX gear, which they also released in a Classic Superstars 2-pack back in the day. I had that, and that Shawn Michaels was awesome. Really wish I still had that attire, because it would be awesome to try to put it on to an elite, one of the elites today anyway. So up next, From the Vault, we've got Billy Gunn, and you know what? We might as well just do it all at once here. We got the New Age Outlaws coming in hot. Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, World Tag Team Champions. They both got a microphone. It's got the scratch logo on it, which I guess is okay. Decent for what it is. Obviously, they can't do the WWF logos, but would have been cool if they were like Monday Night Raw, microphones. That would have been cool too. But Road Warriors, the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, and so happy to add another Billy Gunn to the collection. Now I've got this one, and I've also got his Legends one that we've got as well, which came with the white trunks, the white attire on. So very happy to add another Billy Gunn to the collection. I think it actually has a different head scan too, so that's nice as well. So very happy with that. Just noticed that, and excited to see what we get next when it comes to DX figures. But Road Dogg, Billy Gunn From the Vault, great figures. Really, I can't even say, I'm so excited for these From the Vault figures. Even this one. This is the last one we got from the Vault on today's episode. But Undertaker Series 2, I love this figure. Great figure. Again, the original was really cool because of the packaging. I kind of wanted to get the original, thinking that the packaging would be, more desirable, especially, down the road, down the line. But with what it was and how much they're charging for these right now, like I said, guys, most of these figures were, $12, $15 each. And again, figures that usually come out at least $25 a piece, if not usually more, $28, $30. So very, very cheap with the sale that they were running. I was extremely excited to add this From the Vault to the collection. So the Undertaker impersonating Kane here, and a very cool figure. It comes with an extra Kane head, so you could just make it a Kane completely if you wanted to. And it also has the overlay mask for the Undertaker head that's on the figure. So very cool with that as well. So excited to add this Undertaker as Kane to the collection and also to the vault. All right, guys, up next, let's see here. What do we have to go over? Well, we've got none other than another gift that we received for Christmas this year. Very nice. So here we go. We got Rey Mysterio with the Lucha Lowrider. Very cool piece. I got to give a shout out to two people on this. My buddy JT and Mike again. So it's actually three people. See, here we go. Now I'm already getting it lost. I'm getting lost in the video here, guys. So here we go. We gotta thank three people here. We gotta thank JT, and we gotta thank Uncle Mike. We also gotta thank my mother, because JT and Mike went out. They grabbed me one of these, and funny enough, if you guys can see here, we got another one. Oh yeah, let's block that camera right up. We got another one right there, and as you guys can tell, if I move this over, we slide that one over, there's another one right there. So we did get two of these, which is funny because I really didn't expect to even get one of them, but we did get two of these for Christmas. And obviously it's easy when people know that you like wrestling. It's kind of easy to buy you something. Always a little tough with just figures in general, but something like this, everybody kind of knows a little bit of the collection. They see it, they see the videos, so they know what is here and kind of what isn't. And so we got 2 of these, and very funny how that is just the way it goes sometimes. But one of them eventually will make its way to MERCARI. I may even actually give one of these away in a like a free drawing, you know what I mean? Something like that. We used to do that a little bit more often when the page was first starting, and it might be time to get back to that and add a giveaway contest back up on the page again in the near future. So we have 2 Lucha Lowriders. Very, very cool piece. Excited to add this to the collection as well. It is now the 2nd vehicle I have. We have the ATV, 4-wheeler, quad, whatever you want to call it, that came with Big E. And still need a few other things. We need the monster truck. We need the ambulance. We need the tractor trailer truck. We need the what was the other one that they had? Brock Lesnar with the forklift. There are a few ones that I am searching for now, and again, it's kind of like I said with those Pop Funkos. I was never into it. My girlfriend got me one. My buddy Mike got me one. Then I wound up buying one for myself. So it's kind of one of those things where I try to stay away from certain things as long as I can, and then eventually, you know, you got to kind of get into it a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking to purchase more of these vehicles and putting them into the collection, hopefully sooner than later. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but that's a very cool one right there, the Lucha Lowrider. And it comes with an exclusive Rey Mysterio. So how can you go wrong with that? Guys, up next, I got to take a sip of the good old Red Bull. As you already know, I'm waiting for Red Bull to give me a little sponsor here. Red Bull sponsor me away, or I might have to go a different direction. I might have to go talk to Logan and maybe get a Prime sponsorship. So be careful, whoever wants to, jump at it first. I know it's a desirable request. I know you guys want to get right on it. My phone will be open. The lines are open. My emails are open. So feel free to message me there. We're going to take a little sip of the Red Bull here, guys, get the voice back, and we are going to go over the final item in this video, the one that I've been saving for last. It's worth every last second of this wait. So, here we go. I said that episode 50 was going to be a big one, and I feel that it has. We've shown a lot of figures in this video. We've shown a lot of good figures in this video, a lot of good stuff that has already been shown. But I don't think anything can top this. What do we have up for you guys next? It is none other than Elite Series 6 JTG. Guys, this is a grail if there ever has been a grail on this channel. An absolutely rare piece, super hard to find, super tough to get. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret right now. We will be doing an unboxing and review on this JTG. Yup, we're going to do it. I'm letting you know here right now. You will see this figure unboxed and reviewed on the channel. This figure finally got to me this past week. An amazing figure. Super excited to get this. Super excited to add this to the collection. And this is absolutely crazy when I think about the fact that this is in front of me right now. That this is in my collection. This is in the room. And yes, the box is beat up. And yes, there is some damage to it. It is clear. But that is the reason why I chose this one. That is the reason why I purchased this one, because I said, you know what? I am always happy to be able to have a figure in the box, in the package. That is what means the most to me. So, as long as it's not past the point of recognition, as long as it's not past the point of, being able to still be displayed. Obviously, this figure stands up on its own. It could be hung up still. The peg is still there. Everything is still there. So, it is something where I am super grateful when I do find some of these that are in a bit rough condition. And I'm not going to go over it all here today because we're coming up on that half-hour mark and I didn't want to really go past 30 minutes with this video. But I will say this. Between the damage that is in this corner, between the damage that is in the front of this box here, the little bit of damage that runs down the sides, the damage that's on the back, this was 110% worth every dollar, because you cannot get this figure anywhere for less than, I don't even know, guys. I don't want to throw numbers out there and say it's impossible, but I mean, you're definitely going into the hundreds when you start talking about JTG. Just to get a Shad Elite Series 6, people are looking at, $200 to $300 even for him. So this was a score of all scores, and I will leave it at that. But this right here, JTG Elite Series 6. How cool is this? We're finally starting to get some more of these old school elites. And like I said, a lot of them I'm not buying anymore because of this from the Vault series. A lot of them I'm not buying anymore because of these re-releases, these greatest hits, these top picks, all that other stuff. But, guys, this one right here, I don't think we're going to see a JTG re-release. And even if we do, I'd be happy to have this figure as it is every day of the week. So, very excited for this. Very excited to add this to the collection, but I'm also very excited to bring you a little bit of the sponsors that we have around here and our community. I want to let you guys know, as this is the New Figure Pickups episode 50, and as this is the Christmas episode almost of New Figure Pickups as well, I want to give a big shout out to our community and our sponsors. Our buddy Dean Joseph over at DJ TV. You can go check him out. You want to go and check out my buddy and everybody that's over at Diamond Land and at the FTW Family Time Wrestling Podcast. You want to go and check out my boys over there. They are doing it big. They've got a great channel, a great podcast, and they are putting in extreme work over there. You guys got to check that out for sure. As well, see, now we're already starting to get tongue tied. We did great on this video. 31 minutes in, it's a wrap. We gotta slow it down, guys. But my buddy Al Ruddick, you can go and check him out on YouTube and all available platforms. He is always making great content. He is, as he claims, wrestling's biggest mark. And I don't think you will find one bigger than my buddy Al. So make sure you go and check him out. As well, make sure you go and check out my buddy Gary over at Gary Gainzz. He's got his YouTube up as well, and that is Gainzz with 2 Z's. My buddy Gary Gainzz, make sure you're going and checking him out as well. Up next, you want to go and check out our good friend Tom's Wrestling Collection, or Collectibles, I'm sorry. Hold on. Collection. Tom's Wrestling Collection. There we go. See, I'm thinking Collectibles Collection. We're getting everything all confused over here. But check out Tom and his channel. It is an amazing channel, and you guys definitely want to go and see all of his unboxing and reviews as well. Also, too, check out our buddies over at Gone Broke. You can go and check out all of their events. They do local stuff in the New England area. They also have a monthly show in Rhode Island. You definitely want to check them out and check out their websites. Check out their groups and go and check out everything that is Gone Broke. And you might even go broke yourself. Who knows? You might find something that you really want, that you really like. You might wind up grabbing something there and wind up going broke all on your own. And up next, guys, the last one. And, of course, I don't want anybody to think that I'm leaving anybody out here because, as always, we do what we do over here. And like I say, got to run out the clock, got to run out the time. But our last one over here that we do want to give a big shout out to is, well, of course, each and every single one of you that is watching this video. And guys, I appreciate all of you for watching this video and staying tuned and sticking around for all of these unboxing and reviews, watching these videos till the end and checking out all of the content on this channel that I try to bring to you on hopefully what will become a daily basis. Yet again, we've just finally gotten moved into the house, Christmas and everything else going on. A lot of stuff happening over here, so it's been a little spotty, but I do appreciate each and every single one of you that has stuck around. So if you haven't already, make sure you get over to the channel, hit the subscribe button. As always, hit that bell icon if you want to see me every day and get all of my notifications. As well, head over to Facebook, check me out on there. You can get Matt's Wrestling Collectibles on our main page as well as our group page. Make sure you're checking all of those out. And hey, you're already here on YouTube, so like I said, you already know where to find me here. Leave a comment on this video. Leave a like on this video if you did like it. Tell me in those comments, what was your favorite figure that we showed off here today? What was your least favorite figure? Is there something here that you're going to go out and get very soon? Is there anything here that you already have that you definitely would agree with is a great figure pickup? So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. And until the next video, I will see you all there. Stay tuned and stay safe.